Welcome to hot and sunny Florida. In this video, I'm doing a bass fishing challenge against the boat rental company Marine Supply here in Winter Haven, Florida. The premise of the challenge is I need to go after an extremely large bass. The stakes are this boat. This boat is quite literally on the line. If I can catch a 10-pound bass, this boat is free. If I get a 5-pound bass, it's 50% off, and so on and so forth. Anywhere from 0 all the way up to 10 dictates what the discount is on this boat. Now, I don't really get the boat itself for free. I'm renting it for 4 days, so there's a $2,000 value on the line. It's a 4-day rental. It should be a lot of fun and a little side bet that we have going on. I'm also down here on family vacation, so my kids are gonna be fishing with me as well, and I told them that if they catch the largest bass throughout the competition, that I'll give them $100 a pound for their largest bass. So if they get a 5-pounder, they get 500 bucks. I'm optimistic and hopeful that I can get a 6 or 7-pounder. That's my goal. I would love to hit the 7-pound mark and get 70% off, but you never know. Fishing is fishing. Might get a 2-pounder. I'm also not gonna be fishing that hard because I'm on family vacation, but the goal will always remain the same, and it's to catch that 10-pound bass. We have no fishing rigging, so we're headed into Bass Pro Shop to gather up what we need to try to catch a monster bass. Kai, do you want this one? This one's got a push button. This one might be easier for you to fish with. Mop this bucket. So we get the pontoon boat in a couple days, so we still have 2 days to go before the competition actually starts, but we couldn't resist but to go into Bass Pro Shops. That's one of the best parts about coming out into civilization, is going into stores like this. At home, we don't have that luxury. We pretty much just have Amazon, and that's a week away at best. So we're gonna go out and get practiced up on the dock and fish off the dock before the competition starts.
Fishing rod at Bass Pro Shop.
You got your fishing rod at Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can throw it. Then we're gonna go see if we can catch some bait. It's not beautiful, but I think it'll work.
It is.
Oh, I got a big fish. What is that thing? I think he's too big for bait. I think it's a shed. I don't know what it is. It's either a carp. It might be a carp. It's big. I think it's too big for bait anyway. But we are successfully catching some smaller fish that we can use for bait. So we're off to a pretty good start. I'm gonna try to get a few dozen bait stocked and ready to go for when we get the boat and the competition starts. So that way, not only do I have bait ready to go, but I'm also all practiced up with the net so we can continue to catch bait throughout the competition. Oh, that was a good throw.
Hot spot.
Right in the hot spot with a good throw. Oh, it's a beauty!
Is it mine?
It's really heavy. You got a reel, keep it tight.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a giant! Holy crap!
Holy crap!
Oh my gosh! Wow! Fishy! Well, the primary goal was to catch bait. Side mission was to also see what was out here for bass, and we're already on the board with a nice little 2 or 3-pounder. That would be 20–30% off. That's a good sign. We just need to be able to catch him on the boat. Oh, it's a big one, Jace. We might both need to reel this one in. Jump. Oh.
Yeah! It might be a monster! God, I got one! You got a huge one!
Hold on. Holy crap! Look at the size of the bass!
Should have got him there.
I got him. A picture with me. Look at him. Oh, he's a beauty. 4 or 5-pounder. If we can get these in the boat, I think this is a really good sign. If we're already getting these off the dock, the boat fishing should be good. He's not super fast. He might not go 5, but I bet he's 4. Push out far. Okay. Oh. Good job, buddy. All right, so the competition is about to get underway. We are here at Marine Supply on the Winter Haven chain of lakes. If you're not familiar with the area, it's an awesome chain of lakes connecting to each other. You can go between each one. There's restaurants, places to visit, and great fishing all along the chain. The only thing we got left to do is get the boat. Hello, Trish. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so we got some paperwork to sign, and this is the boat, huh? Awesome. So we got about a $2,000 value on the line. I'm hoping that I can get a 10-pounder, because a 10-pounder means the boat is free. 5-pounder means 50% off. What are you hoping for? Put you on the spot here. You better say 10-pounder. Also, I got the contract here for the challenge. It's just a pinky promise.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We're good.
It's bound. No turning back now. All right, let's sign the papers and get out of here. Oh man, this thing is nice. We get a 10 pounder, we get the boat free. If you catch a 10 pounder, does that mean you get the $2,000?
Yeah.
Are you gonna share it with Kai?
Yep.
That place is actually pretty cool. It's a full service, one-stop shop for all things boats. They rent them, they store them, they service them, they even sell them. So if you're in the Winter Haven area or if you come visit the Winter Haven chain, definitely look them up. So we don't have much time to fish this afternoon. It pretty much starts tomorrow. We technically have 4 days to try to catch a monster bass and try to earn this boat for free. We have a little bit of bait stockpiled, so we're gonna put that to work this evening as the sun sets, and maybe we can get on the board early. We've only got about an hour left of daylight, then we're gonna get up bright and early and hit them hard in the morning. This is a sweet boat.
We just got one of these boats.
We should buy one of these?
Yeah, and I get a watermelon, I'll buy one of these.
You're gonna use the $2,000 towards one of these? You're gonna need a little bit more than 2,000.
You're gonna make a lot.
You're gonna make a lot? If you get a 10-pound bass, I'll give you $400. Now someone's gonna call me cheap for not giving him 2,000. We struggled today. I actually fished pretty hard all day long and I didn't even catch a fish, which has me nervous for the rest of the competition here. Full throttle. See what this baby's got?
Yeah, babies.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Hang on, Allie.
Go now.
Whoa! That's as fast as he goes. So this is one of several canal systems that connects all of these lakes, and what makes them so cool is, don't quote me on this, but I think there's 7 lakes in the lower part of the chain, and then there's, I think, 5 additional ones in the upper part of the chain. The 7 in the lower end, you can roam freely between them through these canal systems and fish all of them. And what's cool is they're all different water. So there's some of them are spring fed and crystal clear water. Some of them are brown and murky water. Different weather conditions and different days. Some of the different lakes are better fishing than others. So you can kind of wander out and explore different water qualities without even getting on a boat trailer and going to a different lake. Sun's starting to go down. That's pretty. Look at that. What a perfect night for night 1. It's also a full moon week, which I don't have much experience in this, but supposedly the big bass come out and feed at night during the full moons. So if we get desperate and we can't get that 10 pounder during the day, we might just have to pull an all-nighter on the full moon night and come out and see if we can get him at night. All right, so our strategy, at least to start, isn't your typical bass fishing tactics. Given the fact that we're fishing with the kids and we don't have a trolling motor to work a shoreline or a weed line, we're just going live bait, at least to start. So the idea is a combination of slow trolling and bobbers with live bait. This is probably one of the most lethal ways to fish anyway, anywhere in the world for anything, is taking a throw net or a minnow trap and catching the natural bait fish that are in the pond and casting them out or trolling them. Here you go. Allie, are you trying the scale out? She just picked this up. It was beeping. She goes, cheese.
No way.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Was that her? Her third word.
Allie.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of bait for the morning. I got a couple little ones. Holy crap, what do I got? Oh, I got a bass.
I got a bass.
I don't know if that technically counts. Does that? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't count because we did not get a weight on it. But we got our first bass. All right, so day 1 wasn't a complete bust. We did catch 1 bass. Granted, it was in a throw net and I didn't even get a weight on it. I should probably be getting weights on these little bass because even a 1 pounder can add up to a big discount on the boat. Anyway, I am taking advantage and also experimenting with some night fishing. It's full moon. You always hear stories about big largemouth bass feeding at night on the full moon. I've never actually tried it, but I'm gonna give it a shot and I'm gonna take advantage of any opportunity I can to fish. Because again, we're on family vacation here, so I'm not gonna be just fishing hard from daylight to dark every single day. I'm gonna just be popping in and out fishing when I can throughout these 4 days. The kids are in bed, so I figured it was a good opportunity to see if I could catch a fish at night. Also, maybe try to stockpile some bait. I'm also taking the opportunity to multitask and upload the footage from each day. I'm also shaping the edit a little bit as we go here. Which leads me to the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. Whenever I'm traveling and trying to do work like this on the go, I always like to use the VPN, especially if I ever travel outside of the country, or actually leaving after this trip to get on a cruise to go down into the Virgin Islands. And the VPN is great for that as well. It's not just about the security. The VPN also lets me access all the websites that I'm used to and be able to work on my content as normal no matter where I am in the world. NordVPN encrypts my connection, keeps all my data safe from hackers, especially when I'm using public Wi-Fi. Oh, I just heard a fish jump. Check my bobbers. If you've never heard of a man-in-the-middle attack, that's when a hacker gets in between you and your Wi-Fi connection and they can access all of your files and they can interfere with file uploads. Without protection, they can steal your data, your passwords, and even modify files while you're uploading them. With NordVPN, that risk is gone. If you get Threat Protection Pro, you don't have to worry about sketchy sites or phishing scams. Oh, there's some bait right here. I'm gonna make a throw with the cast net. All right, so where was I? If you want to keep your data safe while you're traveling, streaming, or uploading content, check out NordVPN. Use my link in the description to get an exclusive deal and 4 extra months free. It's totally risk-free within their 30-day money-back guarantee. I love when brands do that and offer that. You really can't go wrong with giving it a shot and seeing if you like it, especially if you're somebody that travels a lot. I don't get to travel a lot during lobster season, but in the wintertime, in the off-season, I try to travel as much as we can, and the VPN has been a great asset to me, especially since taking on this social media endeavor. All right, I'm gonna get these rods up and get some sleep. I got a few bait ready for the morning. Tomorrow morning, the 10-pounder is going down. We'll see you there. All right, good morning and welcome to day 1 of the quest for the 10-pounder in the free boat. I'm starting off the day with only 3 bait. My plan is to chuck the 3 bait off the end of the dock, technically off the end of the boat. I'm gonna keep the rods in the boat so that way if I do catch one, it counts as being in the boat, not the dock. And I'm gonna see if I can round up a little bit of bait off the dock before I head out into the pond. Then we're gonna go explore the chain of lakes, see if we can catch a 10-pounder, hopefully. 10-pounder is pretty bold. I don't know. I've spent a little bit of time on the chain of lakes and fished them in the past, and I've never caught anywhere near a 10-pounder. I think probably my record out of the chain is 5 or 6 maybe. So I think a 10-pounder is a pretty high bar, but we got to get at least a 5 or 6. Got one. Well, we are struggling this morning right out of the gate. The struggle starts. We are having a real hard time getting bait, which is the main problem. We haven't really been able to spend too much time fishing because I can't catch bait. Lesson learned, the bait is tricky to catch in the early morning, so I'm gonna have to start stockpiling my bait in the afternoons to make sure I have bait first thing in the morning because I can't catch it. All right, we're gonna fish for a little bit longer, buddy, and then go get breakfast. There's enough small bass here. I caught 2 small bass and 1 throw jace. How are we not catching them on our rods? Not exactly the 10-pounder. We did get a little bit of bait. There we go. That was a good throw, Jace. Holy Jace, that's a huge bluegill.
It is.
That's a good bait. Or something. Yeah, it's a sunfish or something. I don't even know what the difference is between that's a crappie. I do know that. I don't know what the other one is, but that's a beauty bait.
Oh, God, off the boat. No, you mean that one?
Those big ones are the ones we want. So yeah, we have a lot now, buddy.
What is that?
Oh, that's a nice shiner right there. Our bucket's getting full. Oh, it's a big sunfish. Look at you. All right, I think we got enough. Look at that beauty bait. I can no longer blame the bait situation on the poor fishing. We've got a bunch of nice bait. Crappie, bluegill, sunfish, some shiners. We got the whole selection. I'm gonna chuck some out and go get breakfast. It came back up. It went under.
Yeah,
Really big, boy.
I got him.
You got him. Is it a big one?
Yeah. I got one.
Good job, Jace.
It's a big one.
Is it gonna get us the boat for free?
I don't know.
It was starting to get nervous. Hold your rod up. Keep it up in the air. Oh, Jace, it's a beauty. It's a big one. Oh, man. You want me to land him?
No, I will.
You're gonna land him?
Get his wing.
Oh my God, Jace. Holy crap, it's big. It's big. It's really big. Oh, Jace, it's a beauty. Look at the size of that thing. Oh my gosh, I was starting to get nervous. But look at that, buddy. That puts us on the board in good shape. 4 pounds, 1 ounce, Jace. Nice start, buddy. Look at the size of that thing.
I can't even hold him. Too heavy for me.
Too big to hold.
Yeah.
First one of the challenge. We're quite a ways into day one already. I was starting to get nervous, but this one puts us on the board with a pretty good discount on the boat, Jace. You saved us like almost $1,000 with this fish. Beauty, Jace. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. We're on the board. Here he goes. You got us 41% off of a $2,000 boat. $810 roughly off of the $2,000 boat. You know what else that means, buddy?
What?
That means that you got $410 because you're getting paid $100 a pound if you get the biggest fish. So if that's the biggest fish of the trip, then you get $410, but you got to share it with Kai, right? And Kai, if you get the biggest fish of the trip, then you got to share it with Jace. So you guys are each getting $100 a pound, and you're going to spend it on vacation, on stuff on things you want to do on vacation.
I might buy a plane.
You're going to buy a plane? Well, we got to be careful on what we buy because you can only buy what you're fitting in your suitcase. Which is a pretty good start. If we're able to get a 4-pounder on day one, hopefully day 2 and 3 and 4 will be productive as well. All right, where are we going fishing? We don't have a hot spot. We gotta find one. Jace, you got one on your big rod, your big bait. Okay, I'm gonna set the hook for you, okay?
Yes.
That's your huge bait, Jace. Keep him tight. Oh my God, Jace. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's the biggest bass I've ever seen, buddy. Oh my goodness.
What happens if we can't get him out of
That's bigger than you won this morning, Jace. Here. Look at the size of that thing, Jace. Holy crap.
I got a thing, Dad.
I got him. I got him.
I'll be easy.
4 pounds, 9 ounces, Jace. There you go, buddy. 4 pounds, 9 ounces. Jace is keeping us alive right now. That's a beauty. Hold him up to the camera. All right, let's let him go. That's a beauty, buddy. Good job. There he goes. 4.5 pounder, 45% off of the boat. We just got to this spot too, right? This might be our hot spot, huh? All right, let's get some baits back out. Oh, my bobber just went under again. Oh, he ate it too. I got him. I got him. Oh, it's a beauty, Jace. I don't know if it's bigger than yours, but it's a good one. I think we found a hot spot. Oh man, this is a good one. He's trying to take me that way. Get out of there. Oh, it's a good one. It's a fatter one. Oh, it's a beauty. What a bass. Holy moly.
It is the same bass as mine.
It's pretty much the same size, isn't it? Oh.
Yes.
Get the scale, Jace. Look at the belly on him. It's about the same size as Jace's, but he's a lot fatter. Let's see what we got here.
I think I will like that tonight. Daddy.
Jace, it beat you by 2 ounces, buddy. 4 pounds, 11 ounces. Oh, I think Kai's got one. Kai's got one. 4 pounds, 11 ounces. Say goodbye to him. There he goes. Kai, you got one, buddy. All right, you ready, Kai?
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. You got him. Reel, reel.
And you won.
Grab the handle. Reel. Go, reel, reel, reel. Go. Oh, let me pull him out of the anchor, okay? Oh, it's a beauty, Kai. Oh, we lost him right there. Oh, it was a good one, buddy. We gonna try again? Ah. Here you go, buddy.
Mine made it dead.
All right, that was another 4 or 5 pounder. Well, we found a decent spot here, it seems like. The only trouble is we're running out of live bait again. And the throw net's not on the boat. I don't know, we must have left it back at the house. So now we gotta go back and get the throw net and hopefully get some more bait because we used up what we had saved. I caught somebody's fishing lure. Holy mackerel, there's a lot of it out there. Might be a whole fishing rod. Look, a fishing rod. We caught a fishing rod.
Like guys, right?
Somebody lost a whole fishing rod overboard. That's funny. I think a 6-footer.
That's the 6-footer right here.
Perfect. Look at that bass up on the wall. There's the 10-pounder we're after. So we have found some decent fish, and it seems the bottleneck is a good consistent source of bait. We keep running out of bait, and as soon as we run out of bait, the fishing slows down. The throw net that I had was garbage. The thing kept getting tangled up. So I got a brand new cast net at the tackle shop. One awesome thing about the chain of lakes is the ability to pull right into a tackle shop in the boat. You don't even have to get in a vehicle and go to the tackle shop. You can go in if you need something while you're out fishing. They have everything that you need, including bait. Maybe I'd be wiser just to buy some bait, but nope. I ended up getting a new cast net. All right, let's see if this one is better. Oh, this one's got a lot better bottom line. That was the problem right there. The bottom line on that other one was so flimsy that it stretched out and the leads sagged. And after they sagged, they were just catching on everything. I'm not gonna say it was all the throw net's fault on the last one. It was probably partially the operator error as well. Oh, this net's so much nicer. Oh, I'm so happy. The other one was testing my patience. Oh, that's so much better. Well, we didn't get anything, but the cast was much better. I can actually reload it and throw it.
Kaka, look at my bobbin.
Watch it. It looks like it's gonna go under.
Kaka, Beka.
Jace, you got one. Got one, Jace. Reel it in. Oh, what? Oh yeah, go, 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 reel.
That was quick, right?
Oh, it's a beauty.
I'm winning.
Nice, Jace. Whoa,
This is a hot spot.
this is a pretty good spot.
I want to see how much we weigh.
He's not heavy enough to weigh. Allie, look. All right, you ready to let him go? Woo! Oh, Daddy's got a fish. Jace, you got a fish too. Jace, we both got fish. Oh, I'm on. Kai, you want to come reel it in? Go ahead, reel it in. Here he comes, buddy. Oh, it's a nice one. All right, I'm going to grab him, all right? Good job, Kai. Thank you for the help. Another one. Nice 2-pounder. Beauty, huh? Oh, sorry, Kai. I just threw him in the water. Woo! All right, the kids are all in bed. I would call today a pretty good success. I don't know what's in store for tomorrow. It looks like we have some thunder showers in the afternoon. The day after that, we also have some pretty strong wind. The wind is also northeast, and usually when the wind's in the east, the fish bite the least, no matter where you are in the world. That seems to be a pretty good rule of thumb for whatever reason. But tonight is the full moon night. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of bait stockpiled. If I'm able to, I might even try to do a little bit of fishing tonight on the full moon. Off to a pretty good start for the first day. We got the 4.5-pounder. Looks like we're right around 45% off of the boat rental right now. That's where I was hoping to be on day one. But the main bottleneck that's really holding us back from good, consistent fishing is the bait. I keep running out of bait. I can't hold a lot of bait in the boat at a time, so even when I'm able to catch it, I can only hold about 12 to 15 bait at a time. So I might have to add a second bait bucket tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can get a big bass under the full moon. That was a beautiful evening too. Beautiful sunset, catching some nice bass right as the sun was setting. Beautiful. I love this part of Florida. This chain of lakes is a lot of fun. We got a fellow fisherman on the next dock over. Usually where the birds are, the fish aren't far. I'm guessing these are probably one of the bass's primary food sources. But I can't catch any big ones, and I can't keep them alive very good. No, I'm not even gonna save them for more. I'm gonna chuck a rod out right now. My fishing buddy sees one. Get him. Get him. Oh, he's on to him. He's doing better than I am. I'm gonna give him a fish. Oh, he didn't even get it. What the heck? Oh boy, this could be a long night. We got one on the night bite. Oh, I lost. I did have one, which excites me and bums me out at the same time because I know I won't let myself sleep if I know there's fish feeding out on the end of the dock. Good morning, Jason and I are up and at 'em early. We wanted to put the theory to the test that the big ones bite first thing in the morning, right? Good morning, everybody. Didn't even do that. Wait the whole pond up. Trying to turn the lights on.
Everybody wake up.
Good morning, everybody. So we're trying to save money by catching a big bass.
Oh, grab that.
We'll take a couple dozen of those. But we're spending money to catch the big bass.
90.38.
So are we actually saving any money? No. I'm not. You're good. Oh, okay. I'm not saving any money, but you're making money. Got it. I think we spent about $500 on fishing rigging, but we're still ahead, I guess. We got to slow down the spending, though.
I will put my money on home so I can buy it.
You left your money at home so you can use mine? What the heck is that?
Look at his teeth.
Yeah, he's got big teeth and a lot of bones. Don't touch him. I don't know what he is.
Look at Boda, right?
He's running.
Yeah, look at Boda, right?
Wow, that's a weird fish. I don't know what kind of fish that is. A midday update for you guys on day 2. We started out the morning venturing all the way down to the other end of the chain of lakes. We've been fishing hard all day. It's now almost noontime. We're headed in after lunch. I was just taking the anchor up and we finally caught our first fish while I was taking the anchor up. Giant.
I can't even hold him.
Oh, he's heavy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like this big.
It was, right? It was like a 3.5 pounder, so it didn't add to our scoreboard at all, but it was fun and nice to see a fish come in the boat. We're gonna grab lunch, and as usual, we're gonna cast some bobbers off the dock. Well, not the dock, off the boat. So it is now Thursday, midday, which means we have tomorrow and the next day. We're still at 45% off the boat. Jace says he's got a fish. Oh, what did you get? Oh, nice. A 3-pounder. Me and Jace grinded pretty hard the first half of the day. The fishing was tough. We didn't have much luck. We did land a few, but nothing to compete with the 4.5 pounders that we caught yesterday. My buddy Nigel is over here fishing again tonight. I swear that bird last night, he'd been fishing for a while in that spot, and he wasn't catching anything. And I watched him do it. He jumped in the water. I don't know if this is a thing birds do, but I swear he did it on purpose. He jumped in the water, he pooped in the water, he jumped back up onto the dock, and he stood there and watched his poop in the water. And I swear he was chumming minnows, because then he started picking the minnows right out of it. Pretty interesting. Anyway, ended up spending some time with the family the rest of the day. We went to Harborside for dinner, which again is one of the luxuries of the chain of lakes here in Winter Haven, is being able to go to all these places by boat. It's super fun. That Harborside restaurant was fantastic, so if you ever find yourself on the chain of lakes, definitely put them on your list to go check them out. Today, we're still sitting at the 45% that we earned yesterday. I think we only caught like 4 or 5 fish total today, the biggest being about 3.5, so did not put a dent in the discounts. We have 2 full days left, planning on getting up early again in the morning. I have some bait stockpiled from buying it at the bait shop. I also have some from the throw net, so I have a variety of bait to start. I haven't had that yet since the start of the competition. I've pretty much missed all the early morning bites. Usually when you're fishing, the first few hours of the day are the best. And Jace is telling me that we're tied. I think that I did have him by 2 ounces, but I'm not telling him the difference. We're tied. So I don't know how our little side bet that we got going on stands at the moment, but we'll figure that out. Hopefully he crushes me with like a 7 or 8 pounder tomorrow. We'll see you bright and early. We going fishing, boys?
Yeah.
Are you coming fishing? Huh? Jeez. Jace, how big of a bass are you gonna catch today?
Bigger than you.
Bigger than me?
Yeah.
We need like a 7 pounder. You think you can do that?
Nope. I got in the bigger one.
10 pounder? No way. If you catch a 10 pounder, then you get $1,000 to share with Kai. Who's in the lead in our little side competition right now? You're winning right now?
Yeah.
I thought we were tied.
Nope.
We're not tied anymore?
Nope.
Oh boy. I'm supposed to be ahead by 2 ounces. It's a good thing I'm doing this challenge with the kids, because it forces me to stop and take a break and eat, because I have to feed them. Therefore, I have to feed myself. If I was doing this challenge by myself or with my fishing buddy, Adam, we would probably starve to death. We would fish from daylight to dark, and we'd probably lose some weight. We're like little kids with no supervision. Thick bacon and thick bass. Coming up. All right, not exactly the bright and early start that I planned on getting, but here we go. Nice. I got one. Yeah. There you go.
Then you might as well get a bait.
Every time we're about to leave a spot, we catch one, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Not a giant, but he gets us on the board today, right? Hold on tight to his lips. Hold him up to the camera and tell him what you got. First bass of the day. Starting off slow, but we're on the board. We got the first one. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
We gotta catch his grandpa? Part of what I'm struggling with is I'm not familiar with these ponds, and I don't know if there's giants in all of the ponds. This pond that we're in is the one that we managed to catch the 3 4.5 pounders back to back to back. So I'm just going on the assumption that there are larger fish in here, but my gut is wondering if some of these ponds don't even have fish bigger than 5 pounds in them, or do they all have potential to catch a 10-pounder in them? I don't know the answer to that question. I wish I did, because I would be spending my time in the ponds that are known to produce 10-pounders if I did know. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that there are 6+ pound fish in this pond. We might have to go explore. The east wind is kicking our butt. What do we got, Jace? 1 or 2 bass? I don't even have lost track. Jace has informed me that instead of using this bait for bait, we're gonna use it for lunch. We're headed in. Cook him up. We went a little too big with your bait, huh? Is your bait considered too big when it doesn't work and you decide to eat it for lunch instead? Does that mean your bait's too big?
Yeah. Yeah, might not be good.
Let's go cook him.
We skim him up every night.
You're gonna skin him. See that fin? You go in behind it, right behind his gills. See his gills? And you start right there. You cut in. It's kind of hard, buddy. You might not be able to do this actually. I don't want you to cut yourself. Evidently it was good, huh? I was gonna video you eating it, and I looked over and it was gone.
I didn't eat it.
Who ate it?
Allie ate it. Look.
Allie ate all the fish. Did you? Did you like it? Seriously? It was good? Jace didn't even get to show me the fish. I didn't even get to try it. Nobody got to try it. Anyway, lunch was good. The weather is not. The wind is blowing hard. We've had some rain showers go by. The family is not too excited about going out and spending tough, nasty weather on the boat. They want to go out and do some other stuff today. Given the fact that this is family vacation and not fishing vacation, we're gonna go out and do something that's not fishing related for the afternoon. So while I was not successful on upping the poundage in the 3rd quarter of the challenge today, I was successful in stockpiling some nice bait. I do have some real nice bait for early in the morning. Tomorrow is the 4th quarter, the final stretch of the challenge, and I would love to up the poundage. I was hoping to finish above 6 pounds. 4.5 isn't bad. 45% off, I'll take it. I would love to see 60, 70% off. That was my goal going into this, was a 6 or 7 pounder. Would love to see it tomorrow. I have all the bait needed to do it. The weather looks good. So I'm gonna get up in the morning real early and get to a spot while it's dark and get the rods out and go real hard tomorrow for the final stretch of the challenge. Hopefully hit that 6 or 7 pound mark. Well, they say the early bird gets the worm. We are putting that to the test this morning. It is 3:30. I am almost to the spot. I'm also putting to the test the full moon fishing theory that the big ones bite at night. I don't know the answer to that. Still got $1,000 left to knock off of this rental. 12 hours left to do it. All right, the rods are all in the water. Hopefully the next time you see me, it's not daylight, wrestling in a giant bass. Oh, we're on. Let's go. Oh, let's have a giant. Come on. It feels heavy. Oh, I don't think it's a giant, but it's a start. There we go. On the board. It doesn't help the discount, but he gives hope. I do have another problem though. Pretty much all of my bait died last night. My good bait. I have a few left. Once again, not helping the discount, but a lot of fun and giving me hope. Except I'm almost out of bait. All right, the morning was not a complete bust. I did catch a few nice fish, and I did catch one in the dark, which I was curious if I would be able to do, but turns out it is possible. It did seem to be a lot slower in the dark. I caught one fish before it got daylight. After it got daylight, the fishing seemed to heat up. Again, my bottleneck was my bait. By the time daylight had hit, had I known what I know now, I wouldn't have got there until daylight, because what bait I had, I burned up about half of it before it got daylight. So by the time the fishing started heating up, I'd already used up my best bait, but nothing worthy of knocking that discount down. We're running low on time though. It's almost 10 o'clock. We have the boat until 5 o'clock today. It's the bottom of the night. Headed back to the house to have some breakfast, hang out with the family for a little bit. So hopefully the next clip you see is of me reeling in a giant. We're on, Jace. Go ahead. Little bugger. You didn't even get your bait. All right, it is now approaching 3 o'clock. We're down to the final 2 hours of the challenge. I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the 2 hours fishing right here off the dock, cleaning the boat up, getting things tidy up. We also leave tomorrow morning, so we got a lot of packing to do. But the competition's not over until 5 o'clock hits, because we've been catching some nice bass right here off the dock. Hopefully, as I'm cleaning the boat up, I can break that 4 pound, 11 ounce mark and knock this discount a little bit more. Break the news to Trish, who still doesn't even know. She asked me how it was going. I told her I hadn't caught a 10 pounder yet, but I hadn't told her that we got a 4 pound, 11 ounce. So I'm curious. She's probably got some anticipation built up, wondering how big of a bass we ended up catching. This is the 2 hour warning. All right, we were unsuccessful on the final day. We are pulling back into Marine Supply now to break the news to Trish on how big of a bass we ended up catching. I didn't bring any video proof, so hopefully she takes my word for it. All right, you ready for we're going inside to pay? Or do I have to pay? That's the question. Actually, I forgot to bring my laptop, which has the video on it, but I can send it to you if you want. It was 4 pounds, 11 ounces. It was the best one we got. We got it on the first day.
That's it? So you didn't even get a 5 pounder?
Didn't even break the 5 pounder. Granted, I was fishing mostly with the kids, so
sure.
It wasn't like a die-hard 4 days of fishing, but it was still good. We had fun. Okay. We caught a lot of fish. Okay. We had fun.
Well, how about if I round up to 5?
5, okay. 50% off?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, deal. One last shout out to Marine Supply for making it possible. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. If you're ever in Winter Haven and you want to do some bass fishing, look up Marine Supply, get a boat. Maybe you can do better than I did with 411. She made me feel guilty about 411. Did you hear her? She's like, that's it? That's all you got? You didn't even break 5 pounds? Yeah, I know.
And you call yourself a fisherman?
Yeah. Next time, Trish. I'll get the 10 pounder next time. Hey. Thank you for helping me bass fishing. Kai. There you go, buddy. Thank you for helping me bass fishing. You gonna buy something on the cruise ship?